Alright, so you've already learned how to find a unit rate, and you've already learned how to find the constant of proportionality. Today you're going to learn how to write an equation to represent a proportional relationship using what you know about unit rates and constant of proportionality. So when you write an equation to show a proportional relationship, you write it like this: y equals k times x. Now, we don't have a multiplication sign in here. We could write it like this, or we could write this, but the reason why we don't show the multiplication is because, number one, the letters are different and it's easy to tell them apart, and number two, if we wrote a multiplication sign, that would look just like that x. And so when we put the two letters next to each other, without anything, that just means they are multiplied together. So our equation is y equals k times x. Now, x and y are numbers that you have in a table or in a graph if you graph a proportional relationship, and k stands for the constant of proportionality. K stands for the constant of proportionality. So let's do an example. So let's remember our equation. Our equation is y equals k times x, or y equals kx, and k represents the constant of proportionality. So let's take a unit rate. This is a unit rate because the denominator is 1 and it compares two quantities, miles and hours. And our unit rate says 65 miles per hour. 65 miles per hour. And I need to write that as an equation. So the first thing that I'm going to do is write the constant of proportionality. And I know when I write a constant of proportionality, all I do is I get rid of the fraction. I get rid of the fraction and I get rid of the units. And I'm left with just that number on the top row, the numerator, 65. And so now that I have my constant of proportionality, this number is my k, because it's my constant of proportionality, I can put it into my equation. So I'm going to take away this k, and where the k used to be, I'm going to write 65. So our equation to represent this unit rate is y equals 65x. So that's all you have to do. If you want to make an equation of a proportional relationship, you find the constant of proportionality and you substitute it in for k.
Made with Doodlecast Pro.